You're listening to Ragged FM, or Ragged and the Static FM, maybe name change. You are here listening to the Ragged Gamer, still without my co-star. He hopefully will be back eventually, but here we are. Hope everyone is doing well. Another great day here in Los Santos, and today, money fronts. That's currently the most bang for your buck, the way to make the most money this week in Los Santos, or as we like to call it, GTA 5 Online. You're making 4 times the amount of money that you will take on the money laundering missions, and 2 times on Mr. Favor work, I believe that's what it is. And then there's like a bunch of other things that are pretty cool. I think Lamar contact missions are 5 times money in RP, if I read everything correctly. I just like doing the money fronts because, it's quick. You're making basically 140k every time you launder money. And, it's like you can basically make the million that they store in like an hour or so. You're making like $1 million. This is like, we were talking about doing how to most optimal money way every week. Probably will. But I think right now for this week, doing just money laundering, the car washing stuff, and then occasionally checking the nightclub and all the static passive income businesses is the way to go. Have all your production businesses, if you will, have all those going in the background, and then while all that's going on, you do the money laundering, and then you get a nice car wash. You get to window shop for cars you might not want. This one, I don't think I'll ever need this one, but maybe I'll buy it just because. But I like some of the other cars. The picking up people's cars and bringing them to get the car washed you get to see a nice variety of the cars, which I like because I don't buy enough cars. So this is my own way of getting to see what Los Santos has to offer. Now, something that I've only discovered recently, as of today, with the money front update. I didn't know this. Maybe you don't either. You probably do. You're probably smarter than I am. But if you own a salvage yard and you have open slots when you're doing those missions, where you have to go get the car from the shipping yard and get the money out, you can bring it to your salvage yard. And you get the money from the thing, but then you also can salvage the car, which I didn't know until this time. So I'm gonna have to start doing that when I have open slots. But I guess while we're still here, my optimal for this week, as I said, nightclub, acid lab, money laundering, and the money. The method that I do week to week changes a little, just because depending on whatever the boosts are. I try to hit the weapons, the acid lab, the nightclub, all the production businesses, the dealer you find on the streets. It's pretty good. You get roughly 120k for just selling all your your wares and your products to him or her. Then you also I like doing all the warehouses. I lined all mine up, actually, real quick, but no one hits me. Can't see. All basically, let me pull over. I have it so all my businesses are along this strip right here. So there's a warehouse here, here, and just going all the way down, and then there's one right here, I believe. And then, bounty people right here somewhere. Other businesses down here, production stuff. But I tried to have all my stuff on the same side of the map, just so it saves me a little time. And yeah, no, I think that's, I would like to know if you make it to this part in our lovely radio broadcast, to let me know what you think is the best, right now, is the best and the worst, or the worst, money making method. What's your routine? probably different from mine. You know, some people just like play online 24/7. I don't, because the Oppressor, even though I own one, ruined my GTA Online experience. So I cannot wait until GTA 6 when that thing is gone. And hopefully, as Rockstar has said, that they won't add something like the Oppressor in ever. You know, like helicopters and planes. I don't know where I'm driving. Helicopters and planes, you know, sure. Those are like, you know, those are cool. Fine with that. You know, a jet, someone flying a jet professionally, or very well, you know, blowing me up, that's okay. But when I'm like delivering like a 1.5 million or whatever nightclub shipment, and then some person on a bike just comes and like, wait, they just, all that disappears on an Oppressor, I'm a little mad. Everything else, whatever. And that's why I bought all the armor possible for those vehicles, because it was prior to invite-only servers coming in. Now, you know, people, like, we have all these passive income businesses. You know, one that I'm sure no one's ever thought of, maybe some people have, but I don't know, like, what the shady missions would be attached to them, but, like, there's a lot of billboards around Los Santos. And, like, imagine if you could just buy, like, not all the billboards, but you would just have, like, you know, advertisements for all your other businesses on the billboards. And then, like, you know, you like, have to deal with competitors. But, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this little bit of Ragged and the Static FM. This guy's gonna hit me and ruin my day. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.